Well, we're enjoying a nice break from wildfire and embers, but we thought that we might do a couple of story times instead. So Charlie's already in our jammies and all ready for bed, and we're ready to read a story. Would you like a story too?
Yes!
We're going to read a Christmas story today.
But I'm not tired.
It's called The Christmas Promise. Of course you're not tired. I know.
I sleep too much in the night.
Oh.
And then
Let's read. Okay? Shall we read it?
Yes.
A long, long time ago, so long, it's hard to imagine, God promised a new king. He wasn't any ordinary king, like the ones we see on TV or in books. He would be different. He would be a new king, a rescuing king, a forever king. And do you know what? One precious night, God kept his Christmas promise. Would you like to know how he did it? Would you like to know?
Yes!
Christmas story starts with an angel. Whoosh! He came from God to see Mary. The angel had a special story. Mary, you're going to have a baby. He will be a special baby. God promises that your baby is going to be king. Not for a little time, but forever and ever and ever. He will be the forever king.
I like babies.
Mary was going to marry Joseph, so God sent another angel. Can you make the angel noise with me? Say, whoosh! He came to see Joseph. The angel, say whoosh, whoosh, had a special message. Mary is going to have a very special baby, the angel said to Joseph. Her baby is going to be king and will rescue his people. He will be a rescuing king. God had promised that his new king would be born in a little city called Bethlehem. Have you heard of Bethlehem?
Nope.
Nope. No. It's an important place to know. And that's where Mary and Joseph went. But Bethlehem was very busy with lots and lots and lots of people. So when the baby was born, he had to sleep in a manger instead of a bed. All the other mangers in Bethlehem held food for hungry animals to munch. But this manger held a tiny baby. Can you see the baby?
Yeah, it's asleep.
Oh, do you know who it is?
Baby Jesus.
Yeah, it was Jesus. He was God's special new king. The shepherds in the fields had such a surprise. It was quiet and dark and the sheep were snoozing when, can you say it with me, ready? Whoosh! An angel popped into the sky. Now the sky was bright and the shepherds were so scared, but the angel had a special message for them. What did the angel say? The angel said, "Don't be afraid. I have wonderful good news for you," the angel said. God's chosen king has been born tonight. He is going to rescue his people, just as God promised. He will be the rescuing king. Then lots and lots of other excited angels joined in to celebrate. He was the rescuing king, which is why we can say there's no fear in here. The shepherds were really excited. They went rushing to see the new king, and there he was, lying in a manger. What's a manger? Do you know? It's a feed trough. It's where you put the hay and the food for the animals to eat out of. And Jesus was lying in it.
It's in a farm.
Yeah, they were in a farm or a stable, maybe a cave, somewhere where they kept the animals. And because there was no bed, they put baby Jesus in the manger, just as the angel had said. But they weren't the only ones who had heard the good news about the promised new king. Who else had heard? Do you know? Some wise men living far, far away had also been sent a message. It was quiet and dark, and they were watching the stars when, can you say the special word? Can you say it? Ready? When whoosh, a new star popped into the sky. The star had a special message. The wise men knew what it meant. Do you know what it meant? A very special king had been born, the king for all God's people. This child was the promised new king. The wise men were so excited, so they went on a long journey to see the new king. And there he was, just as the star had shown them. Do you know how old Jesus was when the wise men got there? No? We don't know for sure, but we think he was probably about 2 years old. Everything God promised came true. There are lots and lots of different kings in the world, but God sent the greatest king of all. He sent a new king, a rescuing king, a forever king.
Like that one?
Yeah, it was Jesus. And do you know, I shouldn't have said that yet. And do you know what this king's name is? His name is
Jesus!
Jesus! And we are so very lucky. Well, that's the end of our story. Thank you so much for joining our bedtime story time. We'll have another story for you next week. But for now, good night.
Good night.
Night.